I had this all figured out. I had my script, had my talking points, but the truth is, I'm 56 years old and I don't know what I want to do. So this doesn't matter. I'm 56 years old and I don't know what I want. Not sure how I got here. This definitely wasn't my plan all along. But I do know what I don't want. I don't want the mortgage. I don't want a house payment. Actually, I don't even want to pay rent. I don't want a vehicle. I don't want the vehicle payment. I want freedom. That is what I'm craving, is freedom. I guess what I really want to do is start removing these anchors around my neck that are holding me down. The ones that we all have, I'm sure, for the most part. The ones that tie us down, the mortgage, the rent, the bills, where you can't be free and you can't do what you really want to do. And what I really want to do is I want to experience life. I want to live the life I've never been able to. I want to do as much as I can. I raised my daughter. I've been stuck to a house, a mortgage. I've had the vehicle payment for years. That's gotten more than I think I should be able to afford. It's ridiculous how much you pay for a vehicle now. And I'm just tired of it. I want the freedom. I want to have the experiences over this stuff. So the first step for me is I'm getting rid of the Jeep. Now the Wrangler, I love the Wrangler, and it fit my life for a while, but it doesn't fit it anymore. I need to be mobile, and I need to be able to come and go as I please, and it just doesn't fit. So instead of hanging on to it, I'm going to let it go. And talking about stuff, that's a huge thing. The stuff. I have lots of stuff. The question is what do I need? I've already done some minimalizing and getting rid of stuff over the last year or so. But I still find I have way too much stuff. I'm a sentimental guy. I love to hang on to stuff because there's memories attached. I'm sure a lot of you out there are the same way. I remember this last year I was going through a bunch of stuff, and it was some things from like back in school and things I was proud of and I was hanging on to just to hang on to, or that maybe my daughter might want it someday, right? So I called my daughter up and I said, I have XYZ, or I have all these things. Do you want these? And she goes, Dad, I don't want your junk. She goes, take a picture of it, send it to me, tell me the story about it, and give it away or sell it. I don't need it. And that really struck home with me. I'm hanging on to stuff. I have the memories. I don't need this item to remember the times. So I let go of it. I gave a lot away. I have some Afghans and cool stuff that was given to me over the years. I gave them to shelters. People could actually use them. And there's some stuff that actually had value. I sold it and got rid of it. And I got rid of a lot of stuff. But there's still more. I think it's just going to be an ongoing thing. So with the stuff that I have left, what am I going to do with it? Well, I'm going to sell some of it. And the rest of it I'm going to throw in storage. The things that I just can't get rid of or actually have a purpose in my life that I don't need right this minute. So I'll put that in storage. That probably includes some furniture, electronics, books, clothes I'm not using that I can come back and get from time to time. But storage is going to be my answer for that. So we got rid of the Jeep. We're getting rid of the stuff. What's next? I guess the next question is, where are we going? Well, I know I'm going back to Alaska here this next week actually, and I'm working a contract. It's going to take the next 2 or 3 months, and that's where I'm going to make some money. But after that is going to be getting really close to my lease being done. So the Jeep's going to be gone, the stuff's going to go in storage, and I'm getting out of my lease. I had the big plan or desire to go to Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, all these places. We want to see all these. But the thing is, I've never been there. So I can watch these videos, and God knows I have watched a lot of these videos, like a lot of you out there I'm sure, and dreamed about escaping and living in Vietnam because it's so cheap. You can live there for $300 to $500 a month in rent and under $1,000 if you're smart, or at least that's what they tell me. It sounds pretty good. A tropical life, but is it realistic? I don't know. I'm not getting rid of it. It's still there. We're definitely going to go visit, the Asian countries. Just not sure if it's going to be in 3 months or 6 months. The other option I thought about is VRBO. Bree to travel. She's a traveling nurse. So she'll go to a contract for 3 or 4 months, And I thought, I could travel there with her, experience the culture or wherever she's at, and just really get into what I enjoy doing there and just experience it. So that's not a bad thing. She has to get a place there anyway, so we can get a VRBO there. And then after that, maybe we go to Florida or Oregon or Seattle or Montana or someplace that we haven't spent a lot of time to and want to spend more time, and just do a VRBO for 3 weeks or 2 or 3 months. So we thought about that, doing that for a year or two. The other thing I've thought about, and if you follow the channel, I've mentioned this a few times, that's going to be van life. That intrigues me. It really does. The thought of being out there, I've always dreamed of taking a year to 2 years and just visiting all the national parks. And some of the things that I've seen, I want to see again, because I really want to immerse myself in it. But the van life brings a whole set of struggles. I'm not sure that we could both live in a van without killing each other, to be totally honest. And honestly, I'm not sure I could live in a van by myself all the time if it was just me. So, not sure that's an option, but it's really a nice fantasy to think about, right? One thing I do know is that wherever I go or whatever I do, it has to include my photography and this channel. I love photography. It is truly one of my greatest passions, and I love doing these YouTube videos and just talking about my life and just sharing our experiences and my experiences with everyone. Well, one thing I know for sure is I'm 56 years old, and every day is one less I'm going to have. And I'm not quite sure what path I'm going to take, but I think that's okay. I do feel like I'm on an edge, and I don't know if it's a cliff I'm standing on or a diving board. But we're going to find out real soon, because I'm definitely going to take that step. So if you're in the same place that I'm at, my age, or hell, any age, and you find yourself wondering what's next, or is there more to life than this? Or is there more than 9 to 5? You're not alone. We're in this together. And I would love to hear your thoughts and know what you're going to do. What are your plans? And what struggles are you looking at? I love you guys. Keep watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Remember, we're in this thing together.